Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back with another video, and today we got an awesome deck. I've been having a blast with this deck. I'm not sure exactly who I got it from. I can't remember. I thought I got it from Mekon, but I also saw that Pong made it, but I was actually streaming this deck this weekend, and then I saw Pong made a video with it, had some success. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Sometimes I've gotten in some weird situations where I really just wished I had a Zap. But we're going to go on ahead and get into some of this here. I did go 11-0 earlier, and then on my 12th game, I accidentally had an Inferno misplacement on a Giant Prince, and we were able to win the next one after that. Unfortunately, if you miss out on a placement on that, you can lose a tower. So I put it on the right side, not the left, and I kind of did the mixed click. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. 22,000 gold. Guys, I was getting, I wanted to keep up on my gold and keep getting some of the Mega Minions, so we're getting on there. Hey, Lightning! That's the deck that we're highlighting right now, so it's pretty coincidental. Maybe we can get a Legends here. Alright, so that's a lot of cards. 70 Mega Minions! That is awesome, guys. I guess there's going to be some epics because we only got 2 of them. And we got 9 Princes! Oh my god, we got Max Prince! Oh, that is awesome! That is what's up. But you know what? I don't use the Giant Prince anyway. But anyway, it is a card that I wanted to get up there on the max. We are getting close. But man, we're only needing a couple more of those. And I really wish the Princess would come in my shop. I just need her about 2 times, and then plus another one out of one of my little challenge chests. But I have a feeling we'll be able to get into those. Unfortunately, I played too many games earlier that a handful of hours ago I was 66 in the world or 62 in the world. I have not taken a look yet, and I saw my boy Rebel made it on the TV. We're going to get a look on there, and we're going to see where we are. Alright, so we slid from 60-something in the world to 82 in the world. Not bad, and this was using this deck that we are about to go in and break down a few games. I really wanted to break down some of the challenge games, but hey, you kind of, you know, we're going to deal with what we got, and we're going to work through it. Man, I'm kind of curious. I probably should go on ahead and get the Mega Mini maxed out before the Ice Golem comes out, because then I have a feeling that's all I'm going to end up getting. So, alright. For starters, my homeboy Rebel got into the deck that in my last video I made. He is using the deck that I told him versus the old deck that we used to make. So let's go on ahead and break that video down, and then we're going to get into the deck that I've been using and the one that I actually made the video on. We're going to put this in the time 2 speed, since we're going to go on ahead and speed this on along. Obviously I'm showing it because Rebel won. Spoiler! Alright, so he did a little Pumperooski down there, and still the same concept. Ice Spirit and Guards completely shut down there, and then the HOG was able to get some hits in through the Barbarians. That deck just cycles really fast. He got down his pump, and he's actually in the Elixir advantage, but Rebel's now in the lead. He goes on ahead and pumps as well. Infernos should shut all of this down here. And this deck right now, the Giant Barbs, in my opinion, is better than the Giant Guards. The Barbs are super spongy though, but not as spongy as the Guards. My girlfriend currently is she's been using this deck as well. She's been enjoying it. She's like, oh, the Barbs are really good in defense, and they are very good in defense. Always been an issue whenever you're doing a HOG, but you know, it doesn't even matter. If they just drop down Barbs, you can always zap through it, get 1 or 2 hits in. No biggie. So Rebel went all out there. It seemed like he kind of over pursued on the defense. He's down, didn't get a hit in there. He did get a poison in. Rebel does have a level 7 poison. Not sure about this guy. And that's going to be the ball game, guys. Just the difference in the Barbs versus the Guards. They're just a little bit better on defense. And Rebel actually outplayed him. So yeah. But now we get to get into our replays here. We're going to start off with the best one in my opinions. And I really wanted to highlight here a great tip against Lightning, especially when your tower is down. I don't think I've ever seen this, but then again, I haven't ever really used Lightning. It's been a long time since Lightning, but I mean, as a max Lightning, I think it does like 502 damage. You could quote me on that. I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's just slightly above 500 damage. Tournament standard doesn't do as much. I think it's like 300 and something, but still, it's still a great card. What you're really looking for when you use the lightning is value. You know, you want to hit the pump, or if they put down a Mega Minion and a Musketeer when you're pushing, that is great, great, great. What's really awesome about the Mega Minion, I've seen the Mega Minion completely shut down a Hog with an Ice Spirit. Awesome. And really, you want to we're going to focus on the placement here of the Mega Minion. So you could go on ahead and hit him right where I just put the Mega Minion is exactly about where you want to put it, especially when you see a Hog crossing the bridge, Ice Spirit in the back. I think it's 3 hits against a max level versus a max level or tournament standard. Not 100% sure on that one as well, but I'm pretty sure on that one. I'm like 80% sure on that. So we went on ahead and played some defense, so not let the miner go on ahead. I think it was that 2 or 3 hits that he got off on there. Still able to save that. He was able to barely get down the Inferno Tower, which is a good sign. I know that I got him beat in Elixir. When you get a placement down like that, that's typically what that has. That's a Panic Inferno. Guys, I tell you what, I'm really loving the Princess right now. I hadn't used her in a while, and I absolutely adore the Princess. Great, 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 great card. I just can't wait to get to 5, because everybody's using these cheap troops right now. Just and anybody that has guards, you can put them in the other lane, force them to use their Inferno, or address the Princess in the other lane. So then you're kind of splitting it up. Just kind of like the Mekon deck with the Princess, and instead of the Inferno, splash them out. Though you're practically just pushing 2 lanes, and you're making them address everything and at a cheap cycle. It's just really, really hard to do. This is actually a really cheap deck. That lightning was delicious. Got the Inferno, got the Bowler, got the Tower. Just great. And now our Mega Minion came in here, cleaned up. We got that tower in the bag, or do we? So here, guys, is a great tip. This guy played this extremely well. See how he puts his bowler in the back, and now his guards in the front. I didn't realize that the guards were going to take that. I should have just waited. That was silly on my part. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just thinking that, hey, like the guards, I don't know. But he played that very, very well. He keeps putting troops in the very, very back whenever the cycles. So just kind of get in the way. So he puts the guards in the back again. As soon as I put down the lightning, he puts down the guards. It's like he already knew that the cycle was up. So really, I should have just waited for him down to put down the troops. But as soon as I was getting the lightning, I was just going for it. I mean, at this point, I think if I was him, I'd probably just been like, all right, well, I've been defeated. But this guy was a real true champion, just trying to hold off. He looked like he was about to put his guards down, give him the thumbs up. That was a good game, and that was extremely well played, because that's a tip right there. If you're playing somebody with the lightning and they're trying to finish you off, you can just keep putting guards down there. So I made my own clan just for a hot second, just so I could make this quick video, and people are coming in and trollers. All right, let's get into another. We'll get into another match here. All right, guys. In our next video here, we got our buddy Haglan, a Malaysian player and a personal friend of mine. And he's playing a giant cycle deck. I think it's a very interesting deck. I actually like it. Yeah, that's right. I actually said I like the giant deck. The reason why I like it, it's a cycle deck. So the reason why I selected this video, as you can see, he's got the 1 Elixir Skeletons and the 1 Elixir Ice Spirit. I love the Ice Spirit. It's one of my favorite cards. I think I've said that multiple times, and I keep saying that. So yeah, I mean that is the key ingredient to making a fast and a cycle deck, is to use both of those cards here, and I think that's great and interesting, and a new concept of some of the stuff there. I unfortunately thought I was going to get the. I thought I was going to. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to be able to get the robot chicken. Was unfortunately not able to get that as well. And then I thought we were going to be able to have our princess chip away, and unfortunately we were not able to do that. So a little mistake on my side. So he put down his giant. Wasn't for sure exactly what he had. That was beautiful. We had a dead robot chicken. It took the ice spirit instead of the hog. Still were able to get a couple pieces of damage. Now this time we were able to get value on our lightning. We just took out was it seven elixir plus damage onto the tower for 6 elixir. So great trade. He hadn't seen my Inferno tower yet. The 1 elixir skeletons is not going to work because we do have the princess there, and he tried to get a zap to stop that, but it was a little late, a little bad zap on his part. But now we're cycling through. I can't tell you this. The robot chicken is so good. It is such a great card. So yeah, just like anything, you guys just want to go on ahead and keep pumping. We've done about equal damage on both of his towers at this point. We are going to send our hog down the left side, see if we can get value with our lightning. As you can see, I do have it selected. Unfortunately, at that part, the musketeer was a little out of range. As you can see, I had max elixir. I kept trying to fit the lightning in there. I probably should, as much time as I wasted and the elixir I wasted there, I probably should have just went on ahead and lightning anyway. And I ended up doing that later once I got the pump down, kind of sitting on some max elixir. And you know, that's kind of what you do. I mean, it's instead of poisoning them out, you got lightning. Does a lot more damage. Way to go me on that princess. It lives through poison. It was just on the cups of death there. So that's going to be about it. I just really wanted to put this video in here to showcase his creativity of how to make a fast cycle deck. And those 2 cards right there with the 1 elixirs, the 1 elixir fam, getting it in there is just an epic way to make anything fast and cycle fast. And you see that in a lot of our decks and a lot of the videos I've done, and including the guards deck, the barbs deck, and the princess cycle and inferno. Those are 3 very similar, but very different, just with 1 card. It's pretty cool. And this deck is one of the most popular decks out there. It is the Big Pekka 3 Musketeers minor deck. Is a pain, but it's actually, I've never really had a problem with the deck. The deck is really made to counter the giant decks. Is not made to counter, and that's why these hog decks just run wild. I mean, seriously, the hog decks are the best in the game. If you guys don't have a hog deck out there, maybe you should consider it. I know everybody's like, oh yeah, the Giants, but the top 200 this season, you saw very little Giants out there because they're so easily countered by smart and good players. Alright, so we both pumped here. Kind of waiting. I was ready to be on guard. Ice Spirit does a trick on a miner. I was wanting to save, but since he didn't want to go on ahead and attack my pump, we decided to go on ahead and press and try to get an extra hit in here. Hog comes unfrozen, 1 hit, and I'm okay with that. I really am okay with every time I send a hog getting 1 hit on a tower. That means that we will eventually win. I did put my princess on the left side, thinking that he was going to poison here. Was able to get a clutch Ice Spirit in right before he got killed, and he's still doing some damage with the guards and the miner. Was not able to clean up everything because our princess did get killed. Maybe I should have put the princess on the other side and then had her shoot from the right side of the lane. I've noticed that a lot of people put them actually into the right side of the lane and put that over there, but I really needed the princess on the left side at that point because he keeps putting cheap cards in there, and I'm just looking for a way to get the princess in there. Yet again, I think I'm going to end up changing up my placements in the future. I did learn from some of my watching some of my replays here of how I could play the list a little bit better, because I took a little too much damage here. Didn't want to push my hog right then because he has put the Pekka there. I mean, you know, at this point, do I just lightning out? Do I put down the Inferno? Do I wait? You know, he keeps putting troops from the back, and now I'm just waiting for his 3 Musketeers, and we were going to hit those with the lightning. We were unfortunately not able to get them all but we are going to be able to clean it up with good defense. Now, this guy was just being really silly. This late in the game, he should not be going for pumps. That's where a lot of these guys with minors are messing up. You know, at the end of the game, you got to give up the pumps. Like maybe that's your game plan for first minute, but not when it comes down to this. I mean, you need those chip damages. Yeah, I mean that's he messed up, and that's that damage could have helped made the game a little bit closer. So at this point, we're just one hog hit and a lightning, and that's GG. So yeah, I wish I could have brought some of the challenge games in here and showed you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave suggestions down if you guys have any that you'd like me to do in the future. I really love playing the hog decks. I feel like they are the answer to everything in the day. If you want to win, I feel like you guys got to be using hog against the giant meta. I just don't want to. I'm just not a big fan of using the giant versus giant. I mean, everybody. I feel like that's maybe like the only way they feel like anyone can win. They're like, well, it's the best cards in the game. We got to use this. We got to use what everybody else is using. Don't find a way to use something. If you like, as we saw in some of these other videos, if you like having some great defense, use Inferno and Barbs. Man, that's gonna make my life hell if I have to play against you, because that's really hard for Hog. Even for Lightning, what am I gonna do? Lightning and some mini Hulk Hogan's? I don't know. Not really gonna happen. I mean, it'll kill 3 of them, or absorb some of that damage. But I mean, it's just the double defense and the cycle with the one elixir skeletons and the ice spirit. It's really clutch. It just helps you cycle through your deck really fast. So maybe that could be a little basis, and you guys can try making your own deck to counter the current meta and have a little fun with it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. See if you have any suggestions for the next one. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and throw that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.